Hello, beautiful souls. I hope you're having a beautiful day because I am. So welcome to my next YouTube video in my new year, trying to, get my channel going and then, just get content out that resonates with me, because I had so much that I wanted to put out and say for, last year in 2019, but it just didn't feel right. But now that it's 2020, now it's time to, put yourself out there, and, it's the year of opportunity, kind of like I discussed in the other video. But by the way, my last video, I'll either have that linked somewhere in the video, or if not in the video, somewhere down below. So look for that link wherever it is. But yeah, so if you haven't already, beautiful souls, feel free to like and follow, do both on my Facebook page, Mystic Mikey. I'll have that link down below. That's where I do my live readings, and then that's also where you can reach out to me for a personal reading if that resonates with you as well. And then also my Instagram, feel free to follow that at Mystic Mikey 1023. I have all my content on there as well, so you can keep up to date when I go live, and also when I post my content like this, such as my YouTube video. So today's video, I wanted to talk a little bit about clairvoyance. I don't know why that, and that's funny with the purple right here, because the purple is very much related to the third eye right here, and that's where the clairvoyance comes from. We all have intuition to a certain degree, right? We all have it. We all have that gut feeling, that gut knowing. But you have people that are born into this world that have a deeper connection with their intuitive gifts and intuitive abilities, and how that's when, people like me or the other amazing readers out there, the other amazing intuitives, everyone has their own style and own way. That's something I want to point out too. There's not one way to do this type of work. Everyone has their own code of ethics. Everyone has their own way of doing things. I have my own, ethics and the way I do things and how I perform, my gifts and whatnot. So it's gonna range from, because sometimes I see people, they'll go to one reader and they'll be like, well, this isn't like anything I got before at all, because everyone has their own style. But with clairvoyance specifically, in a nutshell, is, if I could explain it, it's those were called like the seers back in the day, like the fortune tellers, the ones with the crystal balls. And mind you, not every one of us uses or likes to use like a crystal ball type of thing. If anything, the crystal ball just triggers what already is being received from, in a divine sense. There's not, the ball itself doesn't have any like powers or anything like that. It's just being received, and then the crystal ball, for some intuitives, some clairvoyants, will trigger some. I've seen some who use like a ball or a crystal ball. I don't specifically use that, but a clairvoyant is like a seer. They're able to see in different layers of time. They're able to see different dimensions of time. So they're able to see future, and then, well, we can all see the present, but they're also able to see the past and what happened. So literally, some intuitives, some clairvoyants will actually get triggered during a reading because they'll hear like a loud scream or a loud bang or something like that, but they'll be, revisiting a past traumatic event that'll come up sometimes. And I have that experience a lot too, is I'll hear like something, or like a shout or a scream or something, and I'll be experiencing someone else's experience at that moment. So that's pretty much what, a clairvoyant is. They're able to just see in multiple facets and multiple aspects of different layers of time in future and past. That's just one of my intuitive gifts that I use in my readings and whatnot. But I just kind of wanted to get on and kind of just explain that a little bit, to break it down in some sort of sense and whatnot. But yeah, so real quick though, before I go on to the next topic, I kind of wanted to, I always like to bring the cards out. That's, every intuitive is different with the tools that they use and the way they go about their readings and whatnot. I don't need cards. I like cards. I enjoy cards. They're a way to help me focus and use my gift in a specific way. Some intuitives will have notepad and paper and they'll just scribble and it'll look like scratch to someone else, but they'll be seeing a whole event and they'll be able to relay that information coming from divine spirit, divine source, God, universe, whatever you want to call it. It's received in that way. So every intuitive has their own medium on how they use their gifts. But real quick, I just wanted to grab my cards real quick. Don't mind my Christmas tree and my sofa back there. But yeah, it's Christmas in July over here, beautiful souls. It's Christmas in July. I just haven't taken the tree down. It's funny because I've taken everything else down besides the tree. But yeah. All right. So real quick. And then also with cards for some intuitives, right? So some of them will put crystals, some of them will do signs and bless. It just depends, whatever. Or sometimes in some oracle card decks and in some tarot card decks, they'll actually tell you to just knock. And that actually knocks all the dense or fear-based energy, rather, or the clouded energy out of the cards so that they can give a more precise message. That's what some intuitives do. I actually do that in my own specific way. But yeah, that's just, but my experiences with being clairvoyant and being able to just see in multiple layers of, and having prophetic dreams and stuff like that, that's happened to me quite a few times where I've seen things happen before they happen in dreams and whatnot. I think there's a show called Medium, that it's a pretty old show with Patricia Arquette, where she portrayed a medium in Arizona. And the way that they portrayed the dreams and how she wakes up and sees things before it happens, that actually does happen. The other stuff, like where it's kind of like Hollywood and she kind of switches bodies and receives other souls that take over her body and they like reenact stuff from when they were living and whatnot, that's more Hollywood. But but the whole waking up and like night sweats and just seeing like a whole event, something before it happens, that does happen to a lot of intuitives and a lot of clairvoyants that who have this gift. So, but like I said, all of us have a baseline intuition. If I could compare it to something, it's like the difference between everyone knowing how to change a tire on a car versus being a full-blown mechanic, right? That's kind of what I'm saying here in between the difference of us having abilities and whatnot, and people having other abilities and whatnot. It just doesn't make anyone more or less than. It's just the gift that they're born with and whatnot. So that's just how I feel. But real quick, I just wanted to kind of draw a card right here and kind of see just where the day is going. Anyone who this is timeless. So if you're watching this video and the message I'm giving you, see if it resonates for what's going on currently. So this is a timeless card and for whoever sees this right now. Okay, so so for whoever sees this is timeless. I got 8 of Cups, Death, and the Hangman. Now, the Death card has a bad rap. The Death card does not mean literally death. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with transformation, rather. It has to do with changes. It has to do with moving on. And especially with changes and transformations right next to the 8 of Cups, and then right next to Hangman, yeah, there's a change that you're going through, or soon will be going through in terms of like transforming for the better. I keep transforming for the better. Like perspective will be shifted and changed, and you'll be like, oh, that's why that had to, oh, okay, now like things will start to unravel and make sense. But it starts with not being stubborn, not being stubborn and allowing the transformation to take place so that your perception can open up to new ideas, new possibilities, and new ways of being, beautiful soul. So that's what I'm getting. Transformation, moving on, and things unraveling so that you're able to see things for what they truly are, which is a beautiful thing. This is enlightening. You know, it's not like, oh great, now I have to look at things this way. No, it's like, yes, I can look at things this way and I can move forward in the way that I see fit. So that's just a little side message. You know, I like to always draw cards and just give like a little timeless message for all you beautiful souls out there. So yeah, but like I was saying, back to the intuition and clairvoyance. It's just being able to see in multiple facets and multiple different, and some people can see other timelines, some people can see other possibilities and whatnot, and you know, it's just, the clairvoyance is very powerful. It helps you to I also smelled like this is a unique specific message for maybe someone. I smelled like chicken soup or chicken noodle soup. So I don't know, again, this is a timeless message, so I don't know, maybe months from now, you know, someone would be like, oh, my great so and so made chicken soup for me all the time. I don't know, but I just smelled chicken soup right now. So that's also that's another that's not clairvoyance, that's another Clair ability. Clair has many sisters, okay? Clair and all her sisters. I have all of them, right? There's clairaudient, claircognizant, clairaudient, did I say that? Clairvoyant, clairsentient. Yeah. I know Clair and all her sisters, like I said. But anyway, that's what clairvoyance is, pretty much, beautiful souls. And in a nutshell, like I could go like in depth and talk about like experiences and whatnot. And well, one experience specifically is my parent had a close call with having there was had a close call, like a cancer scare. That's what happened. That was a really tough time in my life, and you know, but it was tough to see that parent go through that, right? But I actually had a dream before that scare happened. Nothing happened. Everything's fine, thank God. You know, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. You know, everything's fine. Everything's good now. But back then, when I had that dream, it was just me and that parent walking down a dark street, and I looked at them. They looked at me. And my parent told me, everything's gonna be fine. Don't worry. I'm gonna be fine. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? And then they told me, it's fine. Nothing's gonna happen to me. I'm healthy. Everything's gonna be fine. And then I woke up. I was like, what the hell was that? And then a few weeks later, we were going through that scare, and it was just, but that was just an example of like what clairvoyance is. That's why I said with the medium, the series, when she's dreaming and then she wakes up in night sweats, that really does happen. That part is not faked, but some of it is. But a lot of it, no, it's not. And then also when some of the spirits, you know, appear in the room, because she's clairvoyant and a medium like myself, so she sees spirits in her kitchen, in her room. That's very real as well. So you know, so that happens to me a lot. But that's mediumship. I want to talk. Mediumship is different from clairvoyance. They're both in the realm of being like psychic, but it's different. They're two different things. Some people are both. Some people are one or the other. It just depends, you know. Being an empath, that's also an intuitive ability as well. They're all intuitive abilities. Some have more than others. Some have all of them. Some have one. Again, we tap into what we tap into depending on what our soul is trying to do in this lifetime, right? So, and that's another whole story about when our souls come here. Oh my God, I could talk to you guys about so much stuff, and I have so much other content ideas and so many things I want to talk about in my videos and whatnot. So yeah, but I'm just gonna leave it at that with the clairvoyance. So I hope you enjoyed that little snippet with the clairvoyance, and then the little side message that's timeless for anyone that it resonates with. So I will leave you with that, beautiful souls, and I will tell you to love yourself, trust yourself, and always use your own discernment with making decisions for yourself. Absolutely, with regards to, you know, intuition, you know, love yourself, trust your intuition, and, you know, trust that inner knowing that is for you, beautiful souls. But yeah, so I will leave you with that. Love yourself, trust yourself. Like I said, beautiful souls, I'm Mystic Mikey, and I will see you guys on the next video. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Talk to y'all later.